All right, guys, let's go over my May trading month. I'm so proud of myself. I ended the month with a 53% win percentage. I only took 18 trades, 2.48 R&R, and almost a 3 profit factor. It's amazing. Coming from someone who a year ago would take over 100 trades, to someone that would take 80 trades, to someone to take 60 trades, 50 trades, 40 trades, 30 trades, and now I'm hitting 18 trades a month. It's amazing what small changes will do over a long period of time. And also my win percentage. I mean, you're talking to a guy who, uh, had a average 20 to 33% win percentage literally the past 5 years. Terrible. I mean, I've literally changed everything around, and I'm so proud of myself. I've put in so much work for this, and I would attribute a lot of the most recent success to me just looking at myself, how I operate, how my brain, my ADHD brain works, and looking at the playbooks that I create and how I implement things. Instead of having an opening range breakout playbook where 15 minutes goes by, and then once a 5 minute candle closes above or below the 15 minutes, I get in, right? That's too black and white for me. My brain's gonna, as soon as it fills that box, my brain's gonna look for reason to get in, and I'm gonna miss a lot. The best thing for me to do is my playbook include context so that I'm not missing anything, so that my brain is forced to look at the big picture and look at all factors involved to 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 act out a scenario. So my playbook, the ATPVD entry, is absorption trap participants volume delta entry. It's pretty much me looking for 3+ confirmations. I honestly 4+ confirmations really, but 3+. Um, if you want to see it, playbook. Yeah. So this is really the only thing I take trades with now. But let's look at the rules. So let's check it out. So I need at least 3 confirmations, and then I have red flags or omens. I like to call them omens, but look, or breakout. That means we're intraday uptrend. Or failure. Retest key level, reclaim key level. Obviously, intraday trend. We see a volume divergence, big volume, low volume. That's a confirmation. Location, supply, demand, higher time frame, or volume concentration zone. Location, prior day, open high, low close, and pre-market high low. So like if I see us break pre-market low, that's a confirmation because breaking a pre-market low or yesterday's high or whatever the case, it adds liquidity to the mix, giving us more confirmation for a bigger move, more volatility, more opportunity. So that's important, and just the location in general, seeing how the market reacts there. But we got higher time frame trend, obvious. We're at all-time highs right now. There's not really any sellers in the market. You go long, your probability of having a higher win percentage is going to go up a bunch. Location, low volume node, VPOC, VWAP. This is all volume based locations, and volume profile. I should put that on there, but it's the volume profile, but it includes VPOC. So it's like the upper and lower range of the volume profile, intraday or prior day, big time frame, whatever the case may be. VPOC is obviously the volume point of control for the day or week, wherever I'm looking at. VWAP is obviously just for intraday, and LVN is like, say we, buyers are really getting rewarded and we skip over a bunch of levels and there's a big low volume gap there that's confirming that there's a trend being created and seeing how price reacts to that gap. But anyway, seeing a higher high or a lower low intraday, I really like seeing that. That gives me confirmations. Um, like if I see a higher low pre-market, and then now we're closing up higher on the day, kind of like today. But tape speed's also confirmation. Just seeing how fast the tape moves. If the tape starts moving really really fast, we see a lot more orders coming through. Love seeing that. If I see delta trap participants, so we have like massive delta outliers coming in. Like we have a pullback in massive sellers come in and they don't get rewarded, and then they're underwater, and that can create a big spring of volatility to the upside. I like that, long or short delta outliers, and then delta absorption too. So sometimes the trap participants to me create faster moves, and that's better for trends. I think like trap participants. Delta absorption is like more balanced range type of deals. Like sellers, they've been down at this level for 10 minutes, and they just keep coming in and they're not getting rewarded. That's absorption to me. I think absorption is more of a slower confirmation, and trap participants is more of like a intraday trend confirmation or a failure or something like that. But that's just me. Um, and then you know I also have my red flags, right? So in the middle of a range, liquidity chop has not tested opening range or pre-market low, higher low. Like we haven't tested those areas. There's a lower probability of volatility incoming, or getting a good directional move. So low volume and news incoming. Those are red flags. I actually took a low volume trade second half of the day Monday, the first trade of the week, and it kind of was stupid. And I don't even do many super trades anymore. But anyways, right. So that's my playbook. But I had a 53% win percentage. Just to get it over with, I did have a 70% win percentage. I was busted. I was so proud of myself. But um, I low key, my personal life changed a little bit. I was excited over, something new to come to my life came into my life, and I started getting a little distracted. I couldn't focus nearly as much, and I kind of slipped the last 2 days of the month. I decided to take the rest of the month, the last of the month off because I just wasn't dialed in. I didn't take 3 trades all month. I did not take a day with 3 trades, and then on the 27th, I took a day with 3 trades. Like I just was not dialed in. I was like focused on other things, and I can feel it. I need to be dialed in. So I mean, at least I'm smart enough to realize that and get done. But I had a 70% win percentage. I was busting ass, and I kind of fucked it up. I took 3 losses on that day. I would have had freaking only 4 losses on a month. Crazy work. So I fucked up. So that's why I stopped. But I'm back in the game now. All right. And now we're going over to my reports. Just kind of want to go over this. My P&L tells a clear stories. Mornings or on Tuesday, Thursday are where your execution edge show up. While Wednesdays are consistent drain. Wednesday I was getting my ass busted on Wednesdays. Losses cluster in late morning 10-15 slot. Stop taking new entries on Wednesdays between 9:30 and 10:30. Okay. 8:45. And then also all last month, like, I mean, I was not getting to the market open. I mean, the reason I was getting to the market after the first hour, and luckily, in this all-time high uptrend, a lot of the better moves were happening the second half of the day, and there's still a lot of volume going on. So that's why I was able to capitalize. This month, I'm starting to try to get back to the market before, the first hour of the day, because I know that majority of the time the volatility is going to show up the first hour and a half. It's not always going to be like that, where the second half of the day has a nice little move for continuation, and we're doing pullbacks and whatever the case is. So I know I need to add that to my repertoire. As you see, today, Tuesday, this month, I took trades at like 7 a.m., 7:30 a.m. today. So I'm trying to get that better. But I know that's not going to last forever. 53% win rate. Look at this. I love it talking. I love it talking nice things to me. Win rate is respectable but not outstanding. It's in the middle band where you still rely on trade sizing and average wins. Win loss is strong. Your average win is much larger than your average loss, which is a key profitability driver. Overall, your edge is clear, strong profit factor, high expectancy, and healthy win ratio, and driving a positive net P&L for the month. The main area to address is drawdown control and the Sortino value that looks off. Tightening sizing or stop behavior to protect capital while while keeping what's working. Yeah, I mean, I felt like that end of the month, this drawdown. Like I literally I took 3 trades and took three losses in a day at the end of the month, which kind of sucks. Like I gotta, I gotta, like I need to be able to spot my brain, me not being dialed in before the results show up. Like, oh, the results showed up. I'm clearly not dialed in, and I feel it. Then I stop. I need to get to the point where it's like, hey, I know my brain's not dialed in right now. I'm susceptible to shit. I'm not taking trades today. I'm gonna wait until I feel really excited and dialed the fuck in. So that's something I could really work on. It's probably gonna really increase my profitability. Scaled out. I reduced position by scaling out of the trade on 72% of my trades. I like that. Only 6 trades were in drawdown majority of the time. It probably was those 3 trades that I took at the end of the month too. Red to green trade. Ooh, this is important. 6 trades. Started negative but recovered to close profitable. So those aren't the best. 6 trades. Okay. Green to red. 5 trades. Ooh. Started profitable but ended in loss. Profits exceed drawdown. 4 trades. You traded like a patient scaler. Frequent scale outs and several red to green recoveries show good position sizing and willingness to let trades work, but recurring green, break-even green, red, and long time in drawdown indicate a tendency to lock small gains too quickly and tolerate extended adverse noise. Yeah, locking small gains too quickly and tolerate extended adverse noise. Tie in your execution rules. Predefine a simple scale out trailing stop playbook with stage trailing stops. Set a maximum allowed time in drawdown or fixed reentry rule and avoid an automatic early move to break even on first pullback so winners can realize their R&R. This reserves your recovery strength while improving risk to reward and discipline. I do think a time-based exit is super important for me because my trades they go right, like I'm not sitting in them for long because I'm trying to catch them when the volatility is coming, when the trap sellers come and then we're reversing, or when we're on a intraday uptrend and we just had a pullback, right? Or like we just had a pullback to a key level and clearly there's a rejection. There's enough confirmations in the price action to confirm volatility to the direction that I'm looking for in a short period of time. So if I'm sitting there in a trade for 15 minutes, clearly those confirmations weren't good enough because they didn't elicit, an extended move in the direction I favored. So I know that time-based exits would be big. I definitely remember one trade where I held it for like 20 minutes or something, and I was like, I should just get the fuck out of this. So yeah, time-based exits would be beautiful. I want to add that into the mix. I want to get some winners under my belt, and then like really just starts like, hey, look, I'm gonna hold this. If it breaks even, I break even on the day. I'm already on green on the month, but I break even on the day and see if I can get those runners because I'm probably missing out on 30-40% more profits just by taking things too early. But it's also because I'm just getting used to how much I'm winning now. Zealous score. Look at that. It's so crazy. They said I'm great at all this shit. This is real too. Love it. 76. Okay. I was literally at 73% win percentage until that last day where I took 3 losses. I did not take 3 losses in a row or take 3 trades in general all month, and that last day I did. And it's because I'm hooked on a new lady. But anyway, you're clearly running repeatable, high quality setups, an 88% win rate. What? Strong consistency and a 2-point. Yeah. 18 trades and a respectable. Oh my God, I'm talking dirty to me. I'm proud. The red flag is a 28.4% max drawdown and only a moderate recovery factor, which means a few oversized or poorly managed losses. Yeah, like those last 3 trades, I used the bigger size that I started using, and I took 3 of them. Crazy. Like that was the craziest thing I did. I need to really watch that. Got to be dialed in, bro. I really want to be consistent with this 5 contracts this month because that means I can, if I average 10 points, I can hit 250 a win. And if I do this, I could really get it. I could really hit over $1,000 profit, maybe even 1,500. And I don't have to deal with that, like me sizing up. And when I size up, I'm actually at the worst mental state, and I actually take a loss, and I have that bigger drawdown. What's this? This trade spent 91% of its total duration in negative P&L. A sign that entries or exits need to be confirmed. Ooh. You entered 4 contracts short and scaled out with buys, producing a net loss of 51. The trade spent 91% of its 73-second left in the P&L. Entered lacked timely momentum and was poorly managed when it moved against you. Avoiding allowing positions to spend most of their life in drawdown require clear entry confirmation or reduced size. Okay, so like I got in this trade and it was wrong right away, and it just was not working. Like a time-based exit. I mean, I really want to implement time-based exits. They're showing me all the trades that lost right away. I mean, I don't mind if they lose right away, like I was just wrong. You know what I'm saying? You close this trade in 2 parts. You turn this trade around after dipping into drawdown of $45. You close with a solid profit of $141. That's great. 3 contract long through an early drawdown instead of bailing, then scaled out in 2 fills. Look, my fills are like at the same point. Like, bro, I gotta get better at that. You turn this trade around after dipping. Okay, they're just showing me shit. All right, I'm done. I'm proud of myself though, guys. Good month.